featuring Luna. Go Luna, go Luna, go Luna, go Luna. Hey guys! Welcome to our channel.
Thanks for watching.
Where we upload 2 to 3 times a week, talk about all kinds of topics, trending, marriage, relationships,
everything.
Pretty much, you name it, we talk about it. And today we will be doing a Reddit reaction story. And this one, well, let's see whose side you pick. Because it's definitely an am I the asshole kind of situation. All right, let's jump right into it. Am I the asshole for leaving my boyfriend when his ex died, leaving him to take care of his kids full time? Let's give it a second. Let's hear him out. I, female 26, have been with my boyfriend, male 30, for 2 years now. He has 2 kids. Male.
I think that's just a bad start. 2 years?
It's 2 years. That's not easy, but that's not easy to walk away from a relationship of 2 years. It really isn't. He has 2 kids, male 6, female 4, with his ex-girlfriend. She moved to another state with kids to be near family when they broke up 3 years ago. He got them on vacations only. I knew all this when I started dating him. I had no issue with this, but I told him forefront I can't be a parent. I was parentified by my mom and raised my 5 younger siblings. The oldest of them is 6 years younger to me, and I had to change his diapers and feed him formula. I went LC with my family when I left home at 18. I can't imagine doing that again. He was also snipped after last kid and didn't want any more kids. He was fine with me not wanting to be a parent and just being a bonus adult. We were taking it slow, and I didn't even meet his kid until a few months ago. We took a trip together and got along great. Things changed 2 months ago when his ex died.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez. Kids were really crushed as they moved into his house. We were not living together, but he asked if I could move in to help him out just for a while.
That's the point. Like, that's the tipping. Like, that's where
things changed. I couldn't refuse and stayed, but I started hating it again. I hated how clingy the kids became and how much responsibility I had. I did my best, but my mental health started getting worse every day. I didn't even get help from my BF because he was struggling too. Ain't these his kids though? I know he's struggling, but like, I think that he has a mixed perception of what she was volunteering to do. Like, she's supposed to be there stepping in to help him out, but it sounds like she assumed the role. So last week was especially bad since younger kid had cold and wanted me to nurse her back to health exactly as her mom would have. The soup wasn't the same, the song story wasn't told the same way, I didn't hug her the way her mom did, etc. were some of the long list of complaints. I know she is grieving, but I was already working from home and stressed too. When I told my boyfriend he should take over, he said they need me more since I am a mom.
Oh man, you shouldn't have done that.
And there we go. That is exactly what she was honest about and said she didn't want. She didn't want to be a parent. And I feel like I said,
she communicated that like she's struggling. Like, she can't be that,
that person for them. And like, he had asked her to move in just for a while. So this was supposed to be like a temporary situation, like while he navigated the ropes. That's what at least sounded like to me.
That's a lot on her shoulders.
And out of nowhere.
How old is she? Right.
She's 26. Boyfriend's 30.
Like close to our age. Like that's.
Ty, you never tell a lady's age.
Oh my gosh.
It triggered me. I didn't want to be held to a mom's responsibilities again. I told him I can't do this. He said I needed to stop acting like a child and step up. Bruh. Acting like a child and step up? I thought this was a temporary situation.
He didn't listen to any of her concerns, and he doesn't care about like how she may be feeling in this situation.
I think, all right, let me give him like some space, because it's an adjustment. He went from being like vacation dad, only summers, only like maybe holidays or whatever, to full-time dad 24/7. So I get it. Like, he's adjusting to his kids are grieving. He doesn't probably know their needs as well as mom did. But that's not an excuse to avoid it. I feel like he's avoiding. Like it's an avoidant thing. Like he's avoiding the responsibility of it. You know, it may just come with the fear of failure. He might be afraid he's going to mess it all up.
I mean, any parent's afraid to be a failure to parenting. And I guess, again, it all, you know, put on your shoulders at once is rough. I mean, we did foster care, and, you know, that was rough, just getting 2 kids, you know, and just from nowhere. And it's a lot on the shoulders immediately, right? Full responsibility. But
it's like a complete adjustment. You went from 1 to 3.
yeah, I think you needed more of a community, him and her. Like,
oh yeah, they needed outside help, not just the 2 of them, because you kind of want to ease into that. We didn't ease into it, but you do want to ease into that type of change, and at least have moments where you both can take like a mental and physical break.
I mean, what vacations was he doing? Like,
that was the visitation schedule. He only had them during like school holiday vacations. Mom had them every other time.
That is not even. Jeez.
It's not, but that's how sometimes the courts do it, you know? Primarily, they try to keep kids with their moms. And then I feel like when you go through stuff like this, there's so much trauma. The kids need to go into therapy for one, but they should be talking to each other at the end of the day and seeing what's working and what's not working and what was hard today, and just kind of put in systems to kind of navigate it better. But clearly there wasn't enough shared responsibility going on. It just wasn't what it was supposed to be. So she said, I understand if I stayed my whole life would be like this. Never measuring up, never being enough, and all the responsibilities of a mom. I left yesterday, moved in with a friend. My boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, is blasting my phone, calling me an a-hole. Am I the asshole? I do want to say that we have an update on this one, and I think we're going to be doing a part 2, because just like this story is a little lengthy, but I want to read this and I want to kind of get everyone's reactions. I would love for you guys to leave some general comments in the comment section below. Let us know what you think. Is original poster the asshole, or what do you think about the situation? For you, what do you think?
I don't think she is the a-hole. I think that, you know, she tried to say that, you know, she had concerns with, you know, the situation, and he didn't want to hear it too much. But, you know, I know he's going through a lot too, but it's not up to her to figure out all these issues.
It's not her responsibility. Yeah. I don't think she's the a-hole. I think she did a really kind thing by trying to help him out, even though she knew that this was going to be hard on her. And I just think they need some extra support. I think that, you know, maybe they can make it work, and maybe there needs to be support on both ends, and there needs to be proper communication. Or I don't think she's an asshole for leaving. I think that she had to choose her mental health first. These kids weren't her responsibility, and that might have been a wake-up call for him, that he was not taking up enough responsibility. He was putting it on her.
I'm sure she cared for the kids and everything, but it was just too much, and he wasn't listening and trying to, you know, give solutions. Like, no effort.
They weren't doing it together the way that they were supposed to be. I think that he was checked out. I think it was just, it's trauma. It's a lot of trauma to navigate through. I can't imagine like something like that. That's a bombshell to drop on anyone. Join us for part 2 on this Reddit reaction. And as always, you know,
like, subscribe, and follow.
Follow and comment. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.